Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Coloring with Haley. This is going to be a compilation of all the pages that I colored in July. I didn't get too many pages done this month. I was pretty busy preparing for college next month and getting everything ready for that. So I colored 2 pages out of Monster Babes this month. This first one is Rhonda Reaper, and I used a Copic for her skin tone. I know that. And I used Posca paint to kind of go around the skull and give it the appearance that it was painted onto her face. I think I might have used a chameleon marker for her hair. For the life of me, I cannot figure out how those markers work. I've watched so many tutorials and I can see that I've tried to get it to work here and it just didn't, so I just decided, I just color her hair. And I used some glitter on this pendant down here, but I know that it doesn't show up too well on video. And I did a second one out of this book. This is Fiona Fly. She's kind of gross and creepy, and I like how this picture turned out. And I used Posca paint on her eyes, and there's glitter on her necklace down here. And there's some bleed from the page previously. I didn't put a blotter on when I started coloring the previous page. I realized a little bit too late, so just ignore that. This is Fiona Fly, though. I think she's kind of gross and cool. You saw me color a picture out of Sci-Fi Babes on camera. We did Gamble, that's her name, and I envisioned this in my head before I colored it. I knew what colors I wanted to use on her. And I used a Copic for her skin tone and Cali Art markers for everything else. And then Posca for some accents. I know her lips and the highlights on here were all Copic markers. Were all Posca pen, I mean. I got the latest mystery colored jungle animals. Some people color these in order. I will admit that I am a person that goes to the back of the book and I look at the spoilers and I decide what page I want to color based on the spoilers. That's a really bad habit, but that's just how I do it. So I ended up coloring the second page in here first. And it is a ball python, I believe. It looks like a ball python to me. And these books I like. They have fun facts on the other page. And this fun fact says females are larger than males in this group of reptiles. They don't have venom, but their bite can be fierce, especially to small mammals they feast on. Raised in captivity, they can be good pets. I know quite a few people who own ball pythons. I don't. I have a rat snake, but I still like how this picture turned out. I use Bic marking pens on these, and these take me forever to complete. I don't know. I just have a hard time concentrating on this whole jumble here. It's difficult for me to find time to do this, but I still managed to get it done. I had to force myself to concentrate on it. I did 2 images, or maybe 3, I don't remember, out of this mystery Mosaics, book number 5 by Mindware. The Color by Number group on Facebook did a color along out of this book, and I started from the back. So I did this page here. It's a dartboard. Not super interesting or anything. And I did this one. This one turned out really good. The illusion for the shading is definitely more there on this image to the other one, to me. And I think that these are 2 different artists that do these images. But I really do like how that one turned out. And I think that was all I did this month. I did so much out of this book in June, only for them to have the color line in July, so. I only recently started marking pages. I realized I might need to do that for the YouTube so I could remember what I had colored. And I did a page out of Llewellyn's Witches coloring book. This one is by Win Shu, I believe is how you would pronounce her name. It's H-S-U. I did this woman here who's kind of split, I think, 2 personalities, or 2 emotions. She's feeling sad and happy. And I like how this turned out. I think it turned out really nice. I did use, I don't know if it'll show up on the camera or not, but there's these little dots here. These are already here, but I went over them with a glitter gel pen. And I used Cali Art markers once again. That's what I color with. But I think this turned out nice. And the final page that I did for this month was a Color Your Horde page. I've never worked in this little Tokidoki coloring book. Let me compare it really quickly to a regular sized book. It's not quite pocket sized, but it is smaller. I worked on this picture right here. But I don't know how many of you know this, but Tokidoki is a fashion company. They make clothes and t-shirts and purses with these designs on them. But they also create little figurines. And they're blind box figurines, you don't know which one you're going to get. But I do own this figure. And it didn't occur to me until halfway through the page that, oh, I own this little unicorn. Maybe I should try to color it to look like what it's supposed to. So here's the actual little unicorn figure. I had already done the mane by the time I realized that I owned it, but I think it looks pretty spot on otherwise. And I did some shading, I just put in the dark spots where I thought they would be. But I think this image turned out really well. I think it's cute. This book kind of has some busyness going on, so I tried to pick an image that wasn't so busy. And I used glitter on the little butterfly things here too. But that would be it for my month. I didn't get too much done, like I said. I've been busy with college and new animal additions. This month I took in a couple new animals. Not that I needed new animals. I need new animals about like I need new coloring books. But you know how that goes. So, alright everybody, that'll be the end for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see how many I get done in August. This is when my college starts back. I have 3 classes this first half of the semester, which goes until October. So hopefully I'll be able to color a little bit more in August, but we'll just have to see how demanding my classes are going to be. Thank you for watching, and have a good week.